Hey guys, Spud here, as always. And I think we've all run into this situation. You finally get some DCS time after a long week at work, and you hop happily into your home cockpit, white scarf fluttering in the breeze, and you jump into multiplayer, click on your favorite server, and you're greeted with a very long loading time. And maybe even a DCS World Crash or two as your PC tries its hardest to finally get you into your favorite server. Or maybe you just got home and you're late for your virtual squadron's mission and everyone is now waiting for you to finally load into the server so they can start up their jets. And DCS and your PC, of course, decide that you need to make everyone wait a little bit longer. Well, today we're going to take a look at the stupidly simple way to massively cut down on the loading times of getting into a DCS World Multiplayer server. I've personally seen upwards of a 50% reduction in loading times using this simple trick, and the cool thing is, the lower the specs of your PC, the better the improvement this trick will give you. So let's get started. Alright guys, here we are on the main screen of DCS World, and we'll jump right into talking about this stupidly simple trick that you can use to reduce your server load times. Now today we're going to run two tests together. The first test will be a control test, where we'll time ourselves and see how long it takes to load into a hopefully big populated multiplayer server. Then we'll shut down the PC entirely. We'll turn the PC back on, we'll load up DCS World again, and then we're going to perform a second test where we apply this very simple trick, and then we'll time ourselves once again to see how long it takes us to join the same server, and then we'll display the percentage of the decrease in the amount of time it takes us. Like I said in the intro, I've seen up to a 50% reduction in the amount of time it takes to join a multiplayer server, so hopefully we can replicate that here today together. So let's go to the multiplayer menu, and we'll wait for the servers to populate, and let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and search for servers that are fully populated. So it looks like Enigma's Dynamic Cold War campaign server has some slots. So let's go ahead and join that. I'm going to open up the clock app on my phone here, and we'll hit the join button as soon as we start the clock. So let's go ahead and join in 3, 2, 1, boom, here we go. SRS connected as normal, so that is good. Coming up on 10 seconds here. $20 seconds. Still going. 30 seconds. Mission loading is done. NetSim post start is where I see a lot of folks having problems and potential DCS World crashes. There's 40 seconds, and 41 seconds for us to get into the server and get us to the multiplayer select role screen. So let's go ahead and get out of the server again. We'll shut down my PC, and then we'll come on back and apply that trick, and then we'll see how long it takes us to load into the server after that trick has been applied. Okay guys, here we are back on the DCS main screen after a fresh PC restart. And the trick you can use to reduce those server load times is so simple. All we need to do is open up the map that's being used on that server you're trying to join in the mission editor. This will preload a bunch of that map's assets into your system's memory and make that load time into the DCS server a lot shorter and hopefully avoid some of those pitfalls that can cause DCS World crashes. So let's go ahead and do it now. We're just going to go over to the mission editor here. And even if you know nothing about the DCS mission editor and you're not a mission maker, it doesn't matter whatsoever. All you need to do is hit create new mission. Choose the appropriate map on the left-hand side here, so in this case Caucasus for the Enigma Cold War server. And DCS will load the map into the mission editor. There we go. There is the Caucasus map loaded into the DCS mission editor. Now, it's up to debate whether it helps to actually save a mission file or MIS file from the mission editor here, or if you just need to load it into the mission editor. Just to be safe, why don't we go ahead and save a mission file? So we'll go ahead and hit save, and we'll just call it randomsave.mis, hit OK, and we'll overwrite that previous random save mission file. And now all we need to do is head on back to the multiplayer screen. Multiplayer, Enigma's Dynamic Cold War Campaign, PvP/PvE. Let's go ahead and get my phone back out so we can time our load into the server here. And we'll go ahead and join in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright, SRS automatically connected as usual. We're going to wait for the program to respond. Just past 10 seconds now, already at netsim post start. That is a good sign for us. And boom, 19 seconds into the server here. So I believe that's going to be better than a 50% decrease in the load times for us. So let's go ahead and 19 divided by 41. So that's 0.46. So it's going to be 1 minus 0.46. So that is a 54% reduction in the amount of time it takes to load into that multiplayer server. Now, it does add that extra step of going into the mission editor and loading up a mission. However, the shorter the time you can make it to load into a multiplayer server, obviously you're going to be happier because it's a shorter time, but it also leaves a smaller window for DCS World to potentially crash on you, which means closing everything out, opening everything up again, and trying to join the server again. So if you're on a lower spec PC, I highly recommend you use this method to join those larger multiplayer servers. It's really going to benefit you in the long term here. So if you learned something from this video, please leave a like and a subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and enjoy this beautiful game, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.